Geffen, for those with higher standards.
Hey, I'm Naomi and this is Sunny Side Up. I am so excited about today's show. I have an incredible guest with me, Jeffrey Ingber from Kosher Catch. And as you can see, we have our own special guest right here. Welcome, Jeffrey.
Good morning.
To Sunny Side Up. I'm really excited to have you here.
There's a lot of buzz now about kind of raw fish or acid cooked fish. And what a great time to have this beautiful Alaskan king salmon.
So how fresh is this fish?
This fish was caught yesterday and flown in for the purpose of this show today, which is great.
That's so exciting. Okay.
But there are some indicators that the general public can use to identify fresh fish. The first one would be to smell the fish. So it's probably bad optics, but you know, it just smells like the ocean or some salty water.
So we want our fish to smell like the ocean, not like fish.
Correct. The second one would be to look at the eyes. The eyes should be crisp and sharp and not cloudy.
Okay, that's very sharp eyes.
Right,
It looks like it has clear contact lenses on.
Right. And the third thing would be to look at the gills. So I'll roll the fish a little bit.
Okay.
You see how red the gills are.
Uh-huh.
Fish that's been out of the water more than 3 or 4 days, the gills start to fade to kind of a pale pink, and that's not good.
And you should all get to know your fishmonger at your local kosher supermarket.
Absolutely. A relationship with your butcher, your produce guy, and your fishmonger is vitally important. Not just asking your fishmonger, hey, what's your freshest thing today? And he says to you, well, this just came in today. It may not be an indicator of just how fresh it is. How long has it been in transit? Where was it caught? Has it been previously frozen? Is it wild caught? Is it farmed? This will give you a much better indicator of what you've got on the table. So, big trend right now is I think in every restaurant in the tri-state area you can get something called poke.
Poke,
right?
Which was originally from Hawaii.
Right? People say, Jeff, what's poke? What is a poke bowl?
No, it's poke, it's poke. So then we have crudo.
Which is simply thinly sliced fish with the addition of just a drop of an oil or a drop of not really acid at all, some salt, maybe some citrus, some radish, some things pickled, some grapefruit pulp, things like that. And we're gonna make today a gravlax, where we're gonna cure the fish, we're gonna draw the moisture out of the fish, and we're going to infuse flavor back into the fish while that process is happening.
I cannot wait to get down. Let's break down this fish and
All
let's see how we do that.
Right. So I'm gonna flip the fish just because it's easier for me.
Okay.
All right, so sorry, no sneeze for the fish. There's the fish's belly. I grab the fish kind of by its fin right here, and I want to draw a line up the fish like this so that I can get the fillet off. So.
Okay. Oh, that is a very sharp knife.
How's that?
Wow.
That was sharp, huh? So then I'm going to go down to the backbone.
I'm just going to step back a little bit.
All right, and I'm just going to run it along the backbone, nice and sharp.
Okay.
Okay. The knife bends nicely, so I can apply pressure and run along the backbone. We don't want to leave a ton of meat on the backbone. We're going to leave a little because that's where the best ceviche is.
Okay.
Or the best sushi.
Or crudo.
Or crudo.
The raw bits.
Okay. And then we're going to fold it off. Now there are bones here that I have to work with, and you'll hear them. And off comes one.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So can I ask you, I see this on fish. What is that?
That's belly fat. I think it's delicious. I don't peel it. When I bake or roast my fish, I leave it right on there. Just like a good brisket, when you leave it whole, it just kind of melts right into the fish. When you go to the grocery store and you see salmon and it looks pale, okay, that's how you know you have a farmed fish. That's color added. This fish is dining on Alaskan shrimp, probably. So sockeye salmon is bright red, fryer engine red all the time. So remember I said I'm just gonna leave a little bit of fish on the carcass for a second?
That is beautiful.
We're gonna just leave that on the board, unless you want to snack.
Yeah, we're gonna snack on this in a little bit.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take a couple of these pieces off.
So this is between the backbone and the body of the fish.
Correct. But this is really where a lot of the yummy stuff is. I'm gonna pick this one up. I'm just going to move it onto the beautiful counter. Chefs tell you should never work towards your body.
Correct.
But I feel like I have a lot more control in terms of not wasting. Yeah. So I'm pushing down. I can feel my knife, without being gross, kind of bouncing off the backbone.
This is amazing. You hear a bit of crunching going on here.
All right. And there's the second one. And if it's okay with you,
absolutely,
we'll just take some of this off. This is as good as it gets right here.
Beautiful.
Okay, so
what would we do with this?
Okay.
There's no good chef wastes anything.
So this is fantastic for any type of stock, court bouillon, fond de poisson, as the chefs say.
Let's make some gravlax.
Okay, so we're going to cure the fish. So the first, and equal measurements of sugar and a coarse kosher salt. What's nice about this grinder, thank you, just a little fish bone, is you can control the size of the grind, which is great. So too big a grind will leave us with very salty fish.
Too big of a grind. Okay, so we really want the grind broken down.
In the middle, yeah.
Good to know.
All right. So we'll add that. This is 1 tablespoon of ground coriander with a half of a tablespoon of coarse black pepper. Perfect, right? So we're just gonna give it a little mix.
So what exactly is a cure? If we're looking to tell someone who's never heard of a cure before, what is a cure?
So a cure imparts flavor and extracts moisture.
Okay.
So we're going to impart that salty lox flavor with a little bit of sugar, almost like we were making fish jerky. This is a little pomegranate and cranberry vodka.
I love the fact that you're doing that. So you put that on first.
Yeah, just put a little
on
first.
And then goes the salt cure on top.
Correct.
Fantastic.
And we're going to be very, very liberal here.
A lot of salt.
Okay, a lot of salt. Very liberal. So now that it's coated, what we would do is we would wrap it up in saran wrap, very, very tight.
Yeah.
Grab an aluminum pan, a deep one. Place the fish flesh side down in the aluminum pan, and then the heaviest object that you feel comfortable putting on top of your
like some bricks or some...
Two bricks, a couple 2-liter bottles.
Of Coke. I always put my soda on top, yeah.
Right, hold it on top. And then this fish needs to cure. So curing takes place over time. So we wrap it up, we put it in the refrigerator. I check my fish every 12 hours.
What would be the most amount of time that you would keep this in the refrigerator?
Well, I would like to try it after 3 days, but this will hold for a week.
Really?
This will hold for a week.
Okay.
So I also kind of forgot this beautiful ingredient here, the taste of freshness.
Dill and salmon are just such a great marriage of flavors.
The taste of freshness. I just rough chop it. Some people just take the sprigs whole and put them on top. I like, aromatics are great when you cut them, when they get broken up. So that's what it would look like before we wrap it up. Okay.
You want to make sure it's all sealed in tight.
Okay. And sometimes it would require another layer because we have all this sugar.
We drain off the liquid every 12 hours, flip it, and let's go see what it looks like after.
All right. I'm excited.
Okay, let's go. So this piece has been in the fridge for 2 days. Why are you poking it?
Well, I just want to see, I'm just kind of personally testing its firmness. I want to know how much it cured during those 2 days.
So what are you texture trying to feel?
I'm just trying to see how quickly the fish bounces back, how hard I can push on the flesh of the fish. Just kind of a personal...
I'm going to do it too. So, okay, it feels much firmer than a raw piece.
For sure. We would now consider this gravlax. Gravlax meaning a cold cure. No smoke, no heat, just a cure, sugar and salt like we explained earlier.
And it was in the fridge for 2 days.
In the fridge for 2 days.
Tightly wrapped with weights on.
So I thought we would make a sauce and maybe enjoy this fish sans the carbohydrates, no bagel, no cracker. The base of our sauce today is going to be this Rhine Dijon mustard with herbe de Provence. Okay, you want to talk about herbe de Provence for 1 second?
Just go for it.
Well, okay. So it's a French blend of herbs and spices, and they are typically used to complement chicken and fish.
Okay.
Right?
Good for everyone to know.
Good for everyone wants to know. So now I want everyone to forgive me while I take my mustard spoon and add it. But we're going to add all that mayonnaise. a little bit of apple cider vinegar.
Okay, you want a little acid.
Just a little acid. Some chopped dill.
It's all about fresh chopped dill with fish.
Right, always. And
Right.
I think we'll add a little bit more of a
peppercorns?
black peppercorn blend. A black peppercorn blend.
We want it a fresh grind. There's
Right.
a huge difference between peppercorns in already pre-ground spice and then grinding it up yourself. It really does make a big difference in your cooking.
And we'll just mix that up here a little bit. And that will be ready to use. It definitely needs to be cut on an angle and quote unquote against the grain. Now against the grain would
Like
take us
with
this
meat.
way, like with meat. But we're just gonna go this way,
Okay.
okay?
I'm gonna step back.
Okay? Now sometimes, right, I did not rinse any of this cure off. I like this flavor on the top. I think it's delicious.
So does the top layer have more flavor than the
You
bottom
bet
layer?
that, you bet that top layer has more
Okay,
flavor.
I'm gonna go in for that first piece.
Okay.
And she's waiting with bated breath.
That's for you.
Okay, here we do.
What does it smell? So again, right, we talked about the smell of fish, right?
No smell, just flavor. This
Right.
is amazing, so much flavor.
So I'm just gonna keep slicing a little bit. I'm gonna lay them out on this platter. We have some cucumber, fresh cucumber, some red onion, garden tomatoes. So there are some pros who have taught me you really only wanna make one slice like that.
Uh-huh.
Because I try to maybe find a piece of the tail that's really hard and cured. That's
Yeah. Does that have a whole different texture and flavor?
Yes, it does.
Wow, I did not know that.
Different, right? Obviously, it's a little more salty. Obviously, it's absorbed more of the flavor because there's less flesh to.
It's so smooth. Gravlax goes down smooth. It doesn't have it's salty without being salty. We're gonna drizzle a little bit of sauce on. This is great.
So there we have it. Alaskan king salmon, 2-day cured, all natural, from your house. No need to spend extra money, question what your ingredients are. Easy, do it yourself.
Okay, Jeff, it's time for us to eat.
Oh, I'm excited.
This is great. I'm so excited. There's a tomato,
It's like 3 days in the making, right?
a tomato, a cucumber, a little bit of red onion.
Yeah.
Have your sauce on it. Some for you
Thank you.
and some for me. A little bit of everything. Okay, here we go.
It's a big piece of fish.
This is amazing. Thank you so much for coming on, showing us all about how to break down a fish, how to make a fabulous gravlax. I hope that we've taught everybody something new, a little bit about fish.
Thanks, everybody.
This is Naomi, and to get this recipe and more recipes like this, go to kosher.com.